Catastrophic warning for Scottish independence. Young people will go elsewhere. Jackson Carlaw said that Scotland has a demographic of an increasingly older population that will require a strong domestic economy. The former Scottish Tory leader added that Nicola Sturgeon's independence dream will lead to young people seeking career opportunities away from Scotland. Mr. Carlaw said, knowing Scotland's demographic, which is of an increasingly older population, that is going to utterly require us to have a dynamic entrepreneurial economy in Scotland, where young people are not just going to be able to see career opportunities, but career development. They are going to have to hope they are going to be able to buy their own home realistically. If they do not feel they can do that, then their skills will be portable and they will pick them up and go somewhere else. Then we would get an even more elderly population ahead of us after that. Commenting on this issue, someone said, I think it's also fantasy SNP politics to assume that there will be a long transition period if she got her way. It is very likely that the rest of the UK would say no way to that one and continue to pay everything from the UK taxpayer coffers. There would be too much public pressure on politicians to cut them off. As for young Scots bailing, yes, very likely too, especially with the direction the SNP and its laws are headed on top of economic disaster. It would be ironic if they all bailed to England in search of a future. During the same interview, Mr. Carlaw stated Ms. Sturgeon will attempt to get Scotland into the European Union at any price. The Scottish Tory added that European nations would think Scotland has a bit to prove before allowing the nation to join the bloc due to the current state of Scotland's economy. Mr. Carlaw said, I noticed that Nicola Sturgeon has said we would not even debate this. There would be another referendum on it. She would just try and get us back in at any price, and we would then have to accept whatever that price was. I do not think it would be light. As a very small nation, I think we would have to wait. This idea that it would happen at the click of a finger overnight, I think is fantasy politics. It would be much longer than that with us lying in limbo for quite some time in the interim. With a forecast of 300,000 jobs lost under independence, firms moving south, huge tax hikes, and public spending slashed to the bone, there would be no incentive for young talented people to stay in Scotland. Why would they stay in a third-rate country? Scotland's loss will be the world's gain. Why would any country want Scotland in the EU? Scotland will take more out of it than put in. So where does that money come from? It will come from all other members. So why would they vote to have less of the money shared because of Scotland? Anyway, peak independence has come and gone. How will independence be for Scotland? Can you help me answer that question? I will constantly update the latest news in the next videos. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.